Ah, your cleaners. What are their names?
Sekaya and Fudo. Why?
I want to hire them.
They work for me.
Not anymore.
That's what this was all about. Replacing Kate.
Kate is irreplaceable.
To me, she is.
We're meeting Iniko.
Iniko just met his maker.
You done did him?
I did done do.
Sweet. Guy was a straight-up tool.
This place looks familiar.
It should. You cleaned it 2 months ago. Friend of mine. Shot 6 times, 5 liters of his blood on this carpet. After you were done, not a drop.
You're Raymond Reddington.
Yes, this is my associate Dembe Zuma.
Well, aren't you a tall drink of chocolate milk?
I'd like you to work for me. Whatever Iniko is paying you, I'll double it.
So you know we only moonlight.
A day job, how old-fashioned.
Not really. We're crime scene cleaners for Metro PD.
Well, won't this be fun?
There's been a complication.
Anything serious?
I'll fill you in when I get back. I'm cutting this trip short. I just have one more stop to make.
Migraines again?
I'll be all right.
Hello, Mr. Kaplan. How you feeling this morning?
Better, thank you. I'm an hour out with the final shipment. Is there room on the ice?
All organized and ready for you. Nothing to worry about.
Who are you?
Your fairy godmother. Your deal with the prosecutor got your sentence reduced to 4 years. With me, it's reduced to none. Care to hear more?
Yeah.
Smokey!
What the hell is he doing here?
Nope. No way in hell. No way. Izai tizo yizu, izif izai izev izerse izo yizu.
Izak is up, Izal Izam is in his own.
Okay, take a breath. Let's celebrate. Can a diabetic drink wine? Dariush.
Who has diabetes?
You can't blame a guy for trying.
Earlier today, you two were both on your way to trial, to prison. And now, thanks to us, you're both free. Free to greet opportunity knocking at your door.
What?
Opportunity.
Imagine owning 2% in a multinational conglomerate with interests in travel, beverage, technology, cyber, defense, revolution, with gross profits that would be the envy of most companies in the Fortune 500.
Which conglomerate is that?
Mine.
You live in a motel.
And Lamarck is still out there.
I have every confidence that the FBI is in the process of finding whatever rock Lamarck and his men are hiding up there.
We don't know anything about your line of work.
Hawkins here knows money laundering like the Pope knows the Bible. And you, Smokey, you know everything there is to know about logistics and tactics. It wasn't your fault the greatest show on earth went out of business. That says more about lack of vision than anything else. And sure, you're down in your luck and you made some poor choices that put a wedge between you, but I removed that wedge today. And if you're as smart as I know you two are, you'll agree to this proposal, and together, we'll take a wild ride. Yes? More wine! Help yourself to the pretzels and the cheeses. We're all family here.
The chemical concentration in the soil isn't uniform. Some of the pockets are highly corrosive, others are less toxic. All right, here's your gun maker. They planted him where there's a huge concentration of chemicals.
How many bodies have you found?
6 so far, but the topography makes me think we're gonna find more. Oh, I pulled this down for you. It's a surveillance camera. The EPA monitors these sites to study terrain shifts.
Where was this installed exactly?
Facing the one access road in a birch, it takes 1 photo a day. It shows the changes in the topsoil caused by the toxins.
We're gonna need to see the images on this as soon as possible.
You got it. We've discovered 9 bodies so far.
Any idea how they were killed?
The autopsy suggests they were buried alive. Each of them put in the ground conscious, fully aware of what was happening. I've got 4 names for you so far. Gorman, the gunmaker, you know. The second body is Ralph Ellis. Went missing 2 years ago. He works for AxGen Pharmaceuticals.
The ones that jacked up the cancer prices so high the poor couldn't afford them.
The rest of them are mostly skeletons. Edward Weber and David Flynn, I'd guess they were the first ones put in the ground. Weber was a retired judge. Flynn was a lawyer in Philly. Excuse me.
Julius, how do you do it? How do you make a person more presentable in death than they were in life?
Family recipe. Formaldehyde, glutaraldehyde, humectants, dye, water, and a secret sauce. 3 generations in the making. Plus the occasional cotton ball. Mr. Salzberger is an open casket. Viewings in an hour, so unless it's urgent.
I'm looking for Stephen Feltmeyer.
I can reach out, broker an arrangement.
This is a pressing matter. I don't have time to go through channels.
The channels are the channels. Everything in its time, and mackerel in August.
I'm afraid I'm going to need my mackerel now. Or else the Salzburgers are going to need to close the casket.
You wouldn't.
I'd sooner take a knife to the Mona Lisa. But Feltmeyer has an associate of mine, and I'd like her back. Preferably before she needs her lip sewn shut.
So who is this guy again?
Just a friend. We trade ideas sometimes online. Oh, don't stare at his head. He hates that.
Buddy, you made it! Come on in, we just ordered hot wings.
Oh, no way. This is Samar, Agent Bobby.
She's staring at my head, I hate that.
I'm sorry, I have a...
NFC chip in my forehead, yeah. And 2 more in my hands. Turns on my lights, computers, and has my credit card info.
So what are you guys working on?
Gruber's still trying to edit his own DNA, increase his muscle tone. It's a work in progress. These 2 guys are using CRISPR, playing around with a viral attack for leukemia. Also, we got like 20 minutes before American Ninja Warrior.
We're in a new age of research. It's not just big pharma and top academics anymore. Amateurs are cloning DNA, editing genomes. Teenagers are getting centrifuges for Christmas. Got labs in their bedrooms. It's terrifying.
Damn right, Big Pharma's terrified. They should be. The cutting edge now, and they know it.
They think they're cutting edge, but there's no oversight, no regulation.
Regulation? What about innovation? I mean, how many brilliant minds have been stifled by the FDA's onerous requirements? We are the future. I mean, maybe not anyone in this room, but you get the idea. Here, help yourself.
Sweet. Actually, we gotta run. I just came by to see if you had anything for us on that broken injector gun. You got the photo I sent, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty distinctive model. I think I know who sells it. A company called NextHack. Yeah, here we go. It's fairly new. These are the founders and the guys who funded development.
Oh my God, that's Warren Kirby.
Who?
He's the owner of the storage facility. He found the victims and called 911. He lied to us.
Hello, Mr. Beeks. Your daddy is home. How are we?
Very chatty. Let's hope it runs in the family.
Reddington, what are you, Are you feeding Mr. Beeks?
I found some rather overcooked salmon in your refrigerator. Apparently he's not a picky eater.
I only feed him in the morning.
A creature of habit. Sounds familiar.
My colleague finds my increasing attachment to certain habits to be a distinct liability. Since in my line of work, predictability and mortality often go hand in hand. But you might be interested to know that one habit I'm particularly fond of is only asking for something once. After that, I start to become insistent.
I told you over the phone, I can't give you access to the database.
You can. You choose not to.
Yes, because after 3 years, you're finally up for a promotion at Customs and Border Patrol. Come on.
6% raise, plus dental.
Percy Spencer, ring any bells? No? He was an American physicist. In the 1940s, he was working on radar technology when he stood too close to a magnetron and noticed that the candy bar in his pocket had melted. Then and there, he realized that radio waves could heat food. And with that, Percy Spencer invented the first microwave oven. And how did the company he worked for reward him? They promoted him, they patented his idea, and they paid him $2 for it. $2 for one of the defining inventions of American life.
I want to help. I do. But CBP has been good to me.
I need your database. And I need it narrowcast to a white male, 30s, 40s, who entered the country alone in the past 48 hours, likely through an East Coast port of entry with a US passport. Max, this is important. Otherwise, I nuke Mr. Beeks.
You wouldn't.
I wonder, will he taste like squab or dove?
I think I saw some mango sauce in the cabinet.
Fine, take my laptop. It contains the portal to Addis, DHS's arrival and departure information system. I'll talk you through how to narrow your search.
See, that wasn't so hard.
If anyone finds out, I'll be fired.
You completely missed the moral of the story.
It wasn't that you'd kill Mr. Beeks.
In a microwave? What do you take me for? Now, if you had a nice white burgundy, we could braise him in. No. Come on, Max. The moral of poor Mr. Spencer's tale of woe is that you should never worry about betraying your workplace, because given the chance, your workplace will definitely betray you. Loyalty to individuals, relationships, that's what makes the world go round.